we have an exciting announcement. I am passing the torch to Mike Speedy to be the chairman for U.S. term limits here in Indiana. And Mike, I just want to ask you, why term limits? What do you love about term limits? Like, tell us, what does it mean to have term limits for members of Congress?
Well, it reconnects members of Congress to the electorate. It reconnects them to the urgency to change the direction and the growth of the federal deficit and the federal government. And this is the tool. This is what we need to get our country back on track.
That's right. It's good. The starting parts of our nation, the House of Representatives, it was pretty much known that you only serve for 2 years. You leave your farm, you leave your family, you go to Washington, you go to the Capitol. It was New York and then Washington, and you serve for 2 years, and then you go back home, pass the torch to somebody else. But unfortunately, we've gotten into this mindset, Mike, of career politicians,
right.
and so we got to be part of the solution to end that mindset of career politicians. And so I know you agree with that. And so what can people do in Indiana specifically to help spur on this idea of congressional term limits?
Well, buckle up and watch this session. We're going to have a resolution passing out of the House, going over to the Senate. We're going to need members of the public to contact their specific legislator and urge them to vote in favor of the resolution. The resolution will be part of the necessary states, if it passed both houses, signed by the governor, in order to urge a convention that would pass a U.S. term limit amendment.
That's right. So if you don't know this, Constitutional Convention, or otherwise known as an Article 5 Convention in the U.S. Constitution, gives the states the ability to go around Congress and amend the Constitution if Congress isn't doing their job. It's a beautiful system. Our founders were so wise in crafting the republic that we have, and this has never been done before. This would be the first time if we ever got to a Constitutional Convention or Article 5 Convention. And so it's exciting, but we need 2/3 of the states to pass this resolution, and then it will trigger a Article 5 convention. So it's exciting.
What's interesting, Micah, is the Article 5 convention was specifically put in place because the framers could see a scenario where Congress would no longer be as responsive to the people that put them there. And this is what holds them accountable.
Amazing.
They knew, they saw it happening, they understood, and we are simply acting on the vision that they had for our country and for the Constitution.
That's great, Michael. Thank you for serving, and thank you for listening. And go out and call your legislators, urge them to support the term limits resolution in Indiana, and together we will put Congress back into the hands of the people and get rid of those career politicians, or at least that mindset that we go into politics for a career. It's always been a public service, and we should have servant leaders and not career politicians. So thank you, and reach out if you have any questions, and we'll see you out there.